Hey, it's Doran here with another Harbor Freight coupon review. This time it is the early Black Friday coupons. I know that was the last one, but this is the new early Black Friday coupons again from Monday, November 13th through Wednesday, November 22nd. So let's take a look. Oh, they indeed are new. So we have a texture spray gun. It's cool. 33% off. Good deal. Air spray gun, 54 bucks, 21% off. Sweet. What? 16/18 gauge, 3-in-1 air nailer stapler, $69.99. That's pretty sweet, although not a big discount. Here's the stubby earthquake. This is air powered. Please tell me if people are still using air, what do they use it for? I just go to my cordless most of the time. Although, I mean, dude, my air nailers are faster, way faster than the electric ones. But by the time by the time you set it up, get the compressor turned on and everything. At least for me, when I'm not just running it all day. I guess if I just had the compressor on all day, the lines were there. You can get these impact, wrenches for. These are a lot cheaper than a battery powered one. So just the individual tool. And then here's a 1,000 foot-pound 1/2 inch compact, only 80 bucks. Pretty sweet deal. Here's a little Fortress high performance 6-gallon, 10-gallon McGraw. McGraw's their lower grade one. Here's the big one, 30 bucks off. Yeah, they don't do too big of discounts on the compressors. It's the best you can hope for on the compressors is like the 25% off, no exclusions if you get one of those in the email from them. Magnetic parts holder. It's pretty weak, but I do have like a couple of these. The magnet's not that strong. $2 is not a bad deal. Here's a little 15-pound telescoping tool, $4. I'm like, that seems so cheap. I'm probably gonna pick one of those up just to see how it is. I have a few of these. I keep them around. Get my hose clamp assortment. Those are nice. Here's a little battery powered transfer pump. I think this was cheaper on sale last week or something else recently. I think it has like D batteries or C batteries that it runs off of. That's the problem. So that's why I didn't get it. Here's the medium ultra grip. These are nice, but I actually bought on Amazon basically the exact same things. They seem like they're made in the same factory. They just have like a different logo on them. I bought the 3-pack, there's one smaller than this that fits inside of it. And then there's one even bigger, and then these two small ones will fit in that, and that's a cheaper deal. I'll link to that, and they have some different colors too. Fuel injection pumped tester. That's pretty cool. 25 bucks, 21% off. I don't have a need for that right now, but it'd be kind of nice to have. Jack stands, 20% off. 3-ton aluminum jack stands. Here's a 2.3-gallon manual fluid extractor. Wonder if I have a need for one of those anymore. Actually, I was fixing a generator a couple days ago, and I just disconnected the fuel line from the carburetor and drained it all out. But yeah, we used to have one of these, but we sold it with the boat. 20 bucks off. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get one of those someday. Probably not this coming weeks because I have other stuff, but it'd be nice to have that. It's a 3-ton low profile, not the one that I wanted. I want the long reach one. There's a code reader. I can link to the ones that I have here. I have a couple different ones that I got on Amazon. I have a cheap one that's really nice, much cheaper than this. Bluetooth onto your phone. I don't know if this has any more features than mine does, but having it onto your phone is really cool. And then you pay less. It's a lot less. There's a little inspection camera, 30 bucks off. I'm curious what the quality on this thing is. I don't know. There's some ones with like side cameras too. I bought one on Amazon. I didn't like it. I returned it. But I think I'm going to get I need to get a better one. So I was going to get a better one with side cameras and higher quality cameras. There's a oil lift drain. Who has one of these at home? That's crazy. I have these. These are fine. They don't have the metal tips. They're plastic. So to make of that what you will. The metal ones are nice because I think they're probably stronger and you can bend them, but then they do rust and could scratch things more. I have this also, only 14% off. I think you can get a better deal than that. These ones are actually pretty cheesy. They're pretty cheap. Not really not that good. They stretch out fairly easily. But they're getting the job done for now until I could get some maybe better ones. But I probably wouldn't buy those again. Here's a little ATV winch, loading ramps, 20 bucks off, 3,500 pound winch, 20 bucks off, utility pump, semi-trash water pump. Here's the mini pick and hook set. I love these. Lifetime warranty. I have, I don't know, a few of these. I'll probably pick up another one. I'm going to screenshot that because I want to pick up another set or two. These things are all right. I have a set of these. It's a decent set. They're not the highest quality. If you really need like critical stuff, I'll link to some nice Veras, I think, is the ones I'm going to link to. Or the Uncle Bill's silver grippers are really great. Those are little ones for getting like thorns and stuff out. Very high precision on those. I'll link those in the description. Those are my favorite tweezers as far as backpack out and about. Love those. I'm going to get a second set of these tweezers right here. I think they're good. Good enough for what I'm using them for most of the time. But I do have some nicer, more precision ones. And I'll link those down in the description. Here's the cushion grip driver set. I have not messed with this one. I think this is kind of a cheesy style, and I don't know how comfortable those grips actually are. Oh, now they got the 8-inch. Last week, I think it was the 10-inch water pump pliers. Now they got the 8-inch, but it's only 16% off. If it was a little bit more, I would buy them. I passed on the other one because they were only discounting them something like 20%. So I'll probably pass on this and try and get them for a little bit cheaper. I am really happy with my Irwin groove locks. I'll link those below. They're really awesome. I do think the handles are better. I did buy the big Doyles and then ended up returning them after not even using them or opening them. I don't know why I did that. I should have at least tried them. But holding them side by side, I just felt that I really like the handles better on the Irwin. But I'm curious how the adjustment mechanism on this works and how the jaws would hold up. So the Irwins are great. Here's a little socket set, ratcheting combination wrench set, 7-piece. I wish it was bigger than that. 7's not a whole lot. But it is only 20 bucks. It is kind of tempting. I don't know. I might get a couple of those. Oh, this looks nice. Quinn Premium Screwdriver Set, 15-piece, $19.99. That's a pretty full thing there. I might pick that up, $19.99. It's a good deal. I'll screenshot that. Maybe. Here's an Icon Professional Wobble Socket Extension Set. I have the Husky brand one from Home Depot. And actually, I think I have some of the Pittsburgh ones, too, from Harbor Freight. Don't see the need for this, but that's a good price. Here's the Icon Professional Mechanic Screwdriver Set. That's cool. $39.99. 20% off. Is this the big one here? 25-piece. I think that's the large one. I just bought this the other day. Whatever one's the larger one. I don't know if this is the biggest one. But yeah, these things are awesome. I filmed a review. I haven't put it up yet. But it absolutely got me out of a jam. I had just bought them, and I was out on a job, and then stripped out a button head, 4mm Allen key head, little bolt, and I was able to put this thing in there, and it just gripped right into it and pulled it out just beautifully. So highly recommend those. But if this is not the bigger set, they have two of these sets. One of them is more complete. So here's some Icon ratcheting wrench, only a 7-piece. That's kind of weird that the Icon has just such a limited piece set of them. Strange. But they're probably just the very most common ones on like American vehicles. All right, I love these magnetic hooks. I have dozens of these things. They're just everywhere in my van, just all sorts of things. I have like every single one of I have all sorts of electrical tape that's on the wall that's hanging on these. I have all my spoke wrench keys hanging on these, all sorts of other stuff in my van. These are awesome. They're only $3 right now on sale, so I'm going to get some more. I'm just going to get more. Like, I bought a whole bunch of them, and I thought it was more than I'd ever use, and then I very quickly, like, within a day or two, like, or that night, filled them all up, and I was like, these are awesome. And then got a bunch more, and I'm using them all now. There's some Thunderbolt Magnum batteries. Here's a little Braun work light. Flashlight stretch holder. That's weird. I wonder if this is the Night Eyes brand one, because when I was in there, the one that they had was Night Eyes. But it's very strange that they're not advertising the brand of it. It's weird. And anyways, I digress. That is one of the few items that you will see at Harbor Freight that is not their own brand. There's a couple of the like PB Blaster, like some of the greases and things like that too, that are not Harbor Freight brand. But like Harbor Freight even has their own glue, branded glue. But they do have this one Night Eyes tool holder, or flashlight holder. All right, I have this riv nut setter. Nice comfortable handles. I haven't really used it all that much. But I think it's pretty sweet. And I think I got it for like the $39.99, something like that, when it was on sale. I'm using this to put riv nuts into the walls of my van so I can put my storage bins up and attach the walls and things like that. They're pretty awesome. There's a little shop light, 4-foot shop light, hanging, linkable. I need something like this for over my workbenches. I have several workbenches, and I have a bunch of lights, but I don't have any lights directly over the workbench, so it's not as easy as I want. Wow, there's a lot of coupons. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a long video, guys. Here's the Icon light. I have the Braun version of this. It's a little bit smaller, not nearly as bright. I guess this was really bright, 2100. But I was just using those today, working on my dad's car, helping him out. Solar security lights, 10% off there. That looks pretty cool though. Some swivel caster, $1. Nylon dip work gloves, $149. Disposable suit. I should grab one of those. Comfort knee pads, only $7.99. Fatigue mat foam set. I've heard of people actually cutting these and using them as the tool box organizer. So you make cutouts of all your wrenches or whatever that's in the drawer. You trace it out, cut it out, and then stick that in there. Things don't move around. You know exactly what goes what and if it's missing. There's other stuff like Kaizen foam. I can link that down in the description. That's the main thing that people use is Kaizen foam. Or at least what I've heard. Ultra durable mechanics gloves. Those look not bad. 20% off. Anti-vibration mechanics gloves, $16.99. Oh, nice. I want this. Only 18% off. I want a sawhorse. I want a sawhorse like this. Something like this one. Basic hand truck, $59. There's this ladder I want, but it's only $139. I wish it was a little bit cheaper, but I might end up getting it. I do want that thing. Although I do have, there's a 20% off. Oh, is it still valid? I can't remember. There was a 20% off of ladders and stools. I don't know if I took advantage of that or not. The drywall hoist, backpack sprayer, hedge trimmer, $30. What a steal. There's a big old tarp, little blower, electric chainsaw. This thing's difficult to, I'm like up in the tree and then dealing with a cord hanging down and everything. Seems like not something I want to hassle with. Here's the 5 amp hour, 40 volt or 80 volt, 2.5 amp hour battery for their outdoor power equipment. I have a bunch of these things. I have them in next to all my sockets in my various places. Just little adapters. Throw your socket on a drill or a driver. Let's see. Do I have this one? The bimetal. I think I have this one. Good deal there. Here's the beam cutter. I think this is a new thing. Fairly new. Here's the Hercules oscillating tool, 12% off. Not a big deal there. This is a weird brand. Like, you hardly ever see this Admiral brand. Like, I don't even know where this would fit in because, I don't know. They have some sort of, I don't even know what else they have from Admiral. Maybe some other sort of saw. This seems like a brand that's probably kind of phasing out. Yeah. I have these. They're decent. They certainly get the job done, and they're very cheap. I think it's a really good value. Probably the best value for wire, wheel, and cup sets. Some sanding sheets. Okay. All sorts of grits. Limit $4. There's a micro engraver. Oh, nice. Oh, man, I wish this was cordless. It's only $20, though. I don't know. I might get that just because it's so cheap. There's a belt sander. I thought they had a more powerful belt sander. Don't they? I think they do. That one's probably not worth getting. That's probably not powerful enough. I have the Warrior one, which is the very budget one, and it's just not very powerful. I decided I wanted to get a higher powered one. Sometimes that happens, you buy a lot of times I'll buy the very cheapest version of something and see if it's good or I like it. And I just found it kind of a little bit underpowered, but didn't end up returning it. But now they have a Bauer cordless one I'm interested in. And then there's a more powerful, I think like an 11 amp that I would get. I think that belt sander is something where you want a lot of power. Here's a little fixed base router Drill Master 11 amps, powerful. I have this bad boy right here. This thing, I guess I don't actually know. I haven't really used it. So we'll have to break it out, use it, test it, and do a review on it. But I also just got the cordless Hercules one. So, yeah, that one may end up getting more use. We got a big old hammer breaker, $100 off. Sweet. Drop cloth, canvas cloth. I wonder how good that creeper is. I might grab that. I need a creeper, and I wanted one with an adjustable headrest. And that price seems about right there. Let's see, we got the 6-gallon, 4 peak horsepower vacuum. I want the more powerful one. Here's vacuum, I think is something, I want the most powerful vacuum. Because I'm vacuuming the carpets in my car. I want it to suck it up. If you have a weak one, it's just not gonna get it. It takes forever. It makes the job so much longer if you have a vacuum that's not that powerful. So this is one thing. Another thing here that you want, just a really powerful one. Oh, that's nice. But I was interested. I almost got the Hercules one. See, now, if this would be one where I'd buy it and then test it and see, is this one going to be powerful enough for me, or do I need to get the Hercules version for more power? The Hercules version seemed, they have one that's the same kind of form factor, but it runs off of AC as well. I don't think this one does. This one's a lot cheaper though. That one's regularly $90. This one's regularly $70, but that's a pretty good deal. I just got the 7-gallon cordless Bauer. I haven't tested it out yet, and then I have just the little hand vac Bauer one, which is okay. Just your little dust buster type one. This one would slot in there, in between those. I don't know if it's actually really necessary to have a tiny little wet dry vacuum versus the 7-gallon, which is pretty portable as is. So I don't know. I might get this. It'd be handy. I've seen handyman using them, so on site, and it looked pretty sweet. So engine bar support, engine hoist or electric hoist. Here's a 12-ton shop press, $139. I wish I had space for a shop press. I don't know that I would get one right now because I just probably wouldn't use it all that much. But maybe I could start making some parts or something, pressing them. Here's a basic socket rail. I just bought a couple of these to test them out. I'm not expecting much, but I thought if I screwed them onto a board, I've seen people screw these onto boards, and then it does make a decent thing. By themselves, they might be too floppy and, flimsy. So clear stacking bins, only $2. Here's a tiny little toolbox, $5. It's a basic little thing. I think I got my mom one of these one year, and some basic tools for Christmas. when I didn't have a lot of money, and I went to Harbor Freight and got a few cheap tools for her. This thing's pretty cool. Look at all this. You have like, there's like 4 drawers there. You pull those out, and there's stuff organizers with all sorts of little slots. This would be just great if you're a handyman and you're keeping an assortment of nuts and bolts and stuff. You could bring this thing in. You could have like a picture hanging thing in one kit, in one drywall anchors, just different nuts and bolts and screws, cabinet stuff, furniture assembly. Here's the small Apache. I got to get some of these at some point. I want the big rolling one. Oh, that looks nice. This 10-inch tote, 22 pockets. I'm like all about the more pockets, the better. If that said it had 66 pockets, I'd be like, that sounds like it might be enough for my needs. 22 sounds a bit low because there's just so many different things. But I'd have to look at that. It looks pretty nice. I want something of a form factor like that, I think. I have this service card. I have it in blue. It took me forever to get ready. I think I got it for about this price. Just note that it will take you a long time to assemble. And then I found it not all that useful. You can't really put it's not going to be like a toolbox. You're not going to be like, oh, this is my auto repair cart. Right now I have it set up as my car detailing. So all my washing, interior cleaning stuff, just car cleaning, exterior, interior detailing, all sorts of bottles and stuff on the top, and then some stuff in the drawer there, and then buckets and a vacuum and stuff down below. This wood bench, man, that's a steal, $139. There's the full bank service cart's $100 off. Spring clips $1. Clamp spreader, little ones, those are nice. Haven't used this little vacuum vise for $15. I might pick one up actually. Plasma cutter, nice. Don't think I'm gonna need a plasma cutter just yet, but I will. And that's the end. All right, so thanks for sticking with me. Long one here, lots of coupons. A couple stuff. I didn't really see anything in the power tools that interest me, really. Not much in the power tools. That's where I get the most excited. Hand tools, power tools. So these are just all bits, and then a couple tools. Yeah, nothing really interesting. Not really a whole lot for Bauer, or no Hercules, or, well, very little. But anyways, check out my channel for more how-tos, tool reviews, and tool deals. Thanks.